here putting up noise taking us all around too.
Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and tell a friend. Welcome, everybody. We are going to be talking about Sister Wives, season 19, episode 27, one-on-one part 2. Jamal, what'd you think about this week's episode?
This this delusion still running rampant. That's all. That's all.
Oh my.
Kody and Robin don't want to answer no questions.
Do they ever?
I mean, but it's one thing to answer. Not one to answer. I get it, but sorry, y'all. But it's another thing. Like you're at a tell-all. You're there to answer questions. You know what you're there for.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's going on. Y'all not new to this, but Cody's sitting there just run off the mouth saying nothing, and Robin's sitting there like she don't want to say nothing. Like, oh, nothing. Like she lacks accountability. I'll put it that way, as usual. Like, I don't know why they keep talking about me. They need to focus on like their relationships without mentioning my name. I'm like, well, ma'am, do you not understand? If everyone's mentioning your name, that's still like, sorry guys, that's where you're a key source of the issue. Could that be possible? Just a little bit? Come on now, work with me.
I just thought it was weird because for how many seasons now has she been crying about wanting to keep the plural family together, and she wants to sit on a porch in a rocking chair with the grandkids and all of this grand polygamous dream that she has, and then she rolls into this reunion or tell-all for season 19, and she's very blasé. She's not answering anything. When Janelle called her the sacred cow, her response was moo. Um, I don't understand the change in strategy. I just don't. And if you think coming into the one-on-ones, you can get away what you have gotten away with for several seasons now, is she's not even doing the bare minimum. She is just
No.
not doing, period. She's not answering. She's not, and when she does answer, her eyes are fluttering up to the sky as if she's telling a lie. It's very, very, very weird.
It's like
Um,
she's mad that she's there, to be honest.
she is mad that she's there. She doesn't think that she should have to do this. She, like, I think it really hit a nerve when Janelle said that Kody Kody has become this evil person, this villain, quote unquote, so as to protect her so that she won't take any of the blame. Like, how pussy whipped does that make him? Like, what is going on here? I,
Exactly.
mm, this is just very weird to me. And, we got a little bit out of her when the sacred cow came up. And then when the meeting between Christine, David, Kody, and Robin at um, Gwen's wedding party, right? She had to let all of us know that he is naturally red. Have you not seen him? No, we haven't. We haven't been watching for 19 bloody seasons. He got red. So did David. Big whoop. There were certain things that she was full on engaged with, and then the rest of it, and those things that she was engaged on that she had to make a point about, were completely irrelevant. And Kody sitting up there supposedly taking accountability, that that wasn't good enough for me, because you know why? It wasn't genuine. It was said with
I agree with
snark.
that.
Yeah, and with snark and condescension. Like, he didn't mean that. And then gonna turn around and say, I wish somebody would give that back to me. Not meaning give him back his accountability, but give, like, admit accountability on their own. They have been. Have y'all have,
Exactly. The whole time.
right?
They they all admit that they played a part.
Yeah. My thing is, it shows, like, he doesn't understand what accountability is. Somebody rehearse that with him, because I hate the way how Kody talks. I really do, because he's at times it's like he's speaking in parables and it doesn't make sense. And you can tell that he has lost his train of thought throughout his verbal diarrhea. Oh my God, it's sad. But I did love I did love Suki. She held strong this episode again. Basically, as the episode went along, it was wonderful to watch Kody slowly come to the realization that he cannot control the narrative and he cannot control production's edit of him. Because you could see that in seasons past, he has probably sat there and said, No, I'm not answering that, cut, ask something else. And then they would pick up again. He has probably been, and then probably went into the editing bay and started changing around things when his pal was there. And his face when she said, Stop being a baby about it. And he's like, I don't want to roll the clip. I can tell you exactly what happened in the clip. And the clip went. And his face at that moment was priceless for me, because that's when it clicked to him. It's not the same. I think that they made them come in every single day for a week, so that she could sit there and say, well, Christine said, and Janelle said, and Meri said, so it would piss him off. And then my last takeaway from this was that moment where he sat there and he said, he tried to shut her down like a bully. And she said, You can't shut me down. So then he decided to act like a 3-year-old. Well, I don't have to answer if I don't want to. And then he locks his lips. And she's like, Fine. Okay. It was just so dumb to me. Is this how a grown man with 18 children behaves? Who'd want to be married to this? It
I
blew my
mean,
mind.
that's why they all left.
And who was it who said, when you have 4 wives and 3 of them leave, the problem isn't the
Christine.
wives, it's the husband. Yes. And then Janelle calling him a failure. When you get into
Oof.
plural marriage in their faith, you're expected to be more than you are. And he was expected to make all the marriages work, to meet the needs of all of the relationships. But she said during COVID, he just kind of shrugged everything off and he didn't want to do it anymore. I was like, ouch. Interesting. And
But
I
it's true
can't wait
though.
to see Notes to Self, though. Did you see when he decided that he wasn't going to talk anymore because he knew he was going to say something bad about Christine?
Yes.
Now, remember, guys, the timeline for this is the first week of October. The custody court case started in September, and the judge immediately told Christine and Kody, You can't say nothing derogatory about each other. So Suki is asking him the questions. He can't help himself but to say something mean, but he's got to shut down and keep quiet like an idiot, and then take something off of his garment, and then put his hand over to the side as if he was tossing something away. And Suki picked up on it because I was like, what does he mean by that? And Suki said, what are you trying to say? Like you're discarding something? He goes, no, I was taking a hair off. Liar. Liar. I want to know what Melody thinks about that from Notes to Self 444. I want to know what she thinks about that. She has me thinking so critically about this show right now with all of their symbolism in their religion. It's truly an interesting watch because it's not because of anything that comes out of his mouth, that's for sure. Hold on, let's see. Him realizing that Tim Gibbons is gone in production was gonna make him talk. Oh, chef's kiss. Yes, it was Wendy. Hello. Hi, Wanda. He's so annoying. And then, hey, Steven, I made it. Yes, you did. Welcome, welcome. Said she'd rather have a root canal. Damn. Kody always was the villain. I think it's in all of our opinions, Stephen. I've always blamed him more since he's the one who made promises to OG3 and OG13. That's true. He also made promises to their church and their religion. I don't know what happened there. Wendy says she's a horrible person and has done wrong for years, but he allows it. I'm assuming that's Robin. Wendy says TLC took her leash off. I think it's already been there because Suki is a very accomplished journalist. She is an Emmy award-winning journalist. She knows they get really good people, female journalists, to do these reunions, tell-alls, whatever. I think that Suki has been edited. I think she's the only person that's found the right mix of she knows how to suck people in with her questions to catch them off guard because they think it's a friendly conversation. And then they're so deep in, after so many questions, they don't realize that they have actually answered some very hard-hitting questions. However, I think we have judged her badly in the past for the one-on-ones that she has done, but we never ever thought about the edit. And I think edit is key with this particular show. And the edit has changed to the detriment of Kody and Robin, but for the betterment of the audience, because we are truly seeing who these people are. And the questions that we've always had are finally being asked. I don't know. What do you think, Jamal?
I mean, I agree with you. I mean, it's just a whole mess.
Okay, in
And
season
Kody
one,
and Suki, I think that with the new production, they have allowed her to be her with no filters.
Yep. And Kody can't shut it down anymore. He just can't. He's just got to sit there and take it. Steven says to Wendy, and the promises to the viewers in season one, he claimed that they were going to prove that polygamy works. He proved that monogamy is the way, in my opinion. Oh, good one. That's exactly what he always done and why former hosts were fired. Well, Tamron Hall said she was told not to come back, and she had always felt that it was Kody who got her axed. And Meri all but said, yeah, that's it, when she was on the show. Proved they were wrong for decades. Okay. Hey, Tracy, you're listening while driving. Please be careful. Hi, So Done. That was epic how she handled him. Yep, like a toddler, like a baby. Let's see. Wendy says, Janelle got herself some new merch. Gospel according to Janelle, and he's a failure. Damn, I want the shirt that says he's a failure. Let's see.
Messy.
I don't want to. I don't like them. Those were epic words from Janelle
Yes.
regarding her feelings towards Kody and Robin. And she doesn't, like she said, she could be cordial, but she don't have to have any meaningful relationship with them. Yes, Kody was her husband for several decades, and she admitted she never had a relationship with Robin. Oops, gotta love it. Let's see. Hello, Michelle, my belle. Oh, she's fabulous, but they wouldn't let her talk before. Yep, she had to back down whenever he started over talking her, and now she's just not stopping. She
Right.
keeps on going, and she's drilling, and he's backing down.
Oh,
I wonder if
the
somebody
part
spoke
about
to him.
the clip part was
Mm-hmm.
epic. That part.
Yes.
Like you
Yeah,
said,
because he's mm-hmm.
that was hilarious.
Yeah, he was trying to railroad her. And production backed her up because she kept on saying, let's look at the clip, and he said, no, I can explain everything in the clip. And she said, no, we're going to roll the clip. And he kept on talking, and they threw in the clip. So production had her back as well, not leaving her stranded out there on her own with this psychopath, in my opinion. There's a new production team. Yep. I never blame Suki because 90 Day does the same to Sean Robinson. They protect the cash cow. It's different with Sean Robinson, Wendy. It's different. It's that woman has a deal. Like, she is probably part owner of the
Right.
production company. She does not watch the show. Suki does. Suki does her homework. Did y'all see the interview on Sarah Fraser show? I give Sarah Fraser a plug every. Nobody watches this show anyway, so nobody knows. Anyway, she actually interviewed Suki. I saw it yesterday, I think it was. She put it up too soon. She was supposed to put it up tomorrow, but she released it early because she didn't realize what she was doing. So I like go over, if you don't see it now, because she said she was going to make it private again. But if you have time tomorrow, please go over to Sarah Fraser's channel on YouTube and watch her interview with Suki. You will get an even deeper understanding of the production aspect, and you'll hear Suki's impressions of these people. And she does her homework. Production have really done her wrong over these last seasons. This is the true Suki. This is the Emmy Award winning journalistic reporter that we are seeing this season. And we love her for, well, at least I love her for it. Let's see. Aww. Hi, Ryan. Oh no, how rude, you had a phone call. No, just joking. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we've got all of our comments. What else do we want to talk about in this episode?
Oh, the dating thing with him and
Dating?
David and all that.
Oh,
Remember?
the double
You know,
date.
yeah, the double
Yes.
date. How like Christine. And the thing is this: Christine has found love, and she's open to be cordial, all this and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as Janelle is concerned, it's a no because she just doesn't like them. She's taking her time. So when Christine first said she was open to it and yada yada, I'm like, really? But I thought, like, okay, you've really moved on. Like you were just like, okay, y'all over there, I'm over here. I'll have to deal with you unless I want to. We're
Mm-hmm.
good. And Janelle's like, at that point of, I can't stand y'all. I just don't like you. So it's an interesting contrast between the two. And I think David has really helped her heal because she's
Mm-hmm.
not as bitter. She's not as bitter, and I understood her bitterness. Really, I did. But she's just in a whole different space. When you're in love and you find what you want, what you need, it's easy to look back and like, you know what? We shared a life together for like 26 years. We had like 6 kids together. You didn't like he didn't hit her, abuse her, that we know of, or anything like that. So she's in a
Mm-hmm.
space where she can move on. Janelle, she's just not in that space yet. That's all it really is. And I think with Janelle, with Kody, I think what pissed Janelle off and why it's more there's more damage with Janelle, believe it or not,
Mm-hmm.
because of how he treated her children. Talking about you gotta kick the kids out. I think that's really
Mm-hmm.
where the root is, and the fact that he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
have good relationships with pretty much any of her children. If you think about it, like
Mm-hmm.
he's like on the outs with her children, so she really feels no need in right now to deal with them at all. And I think the reason why she does not like them is because A, Kody has no relationship with any of her children. Of her children, they're estranged, right? And then B, she feels that Robin is the catalyst, is the cause of the issue. She I think firmly believes that. I really do. So you put those two things together, I can see why she doesn't like them or want to be around them.
Mm-hmm. And everyone is like commenting, I don't think Christine's husband is going to want to do a double date. Now, remember, he has to tread carefully too, because Christine can't say anything bad. So they're going to sit there and they're going to say, yeah, sure, why not, whatever. But David slipped in. We're going to have to change the rules. And Suki asked, well, what are the rules? And he said, that's between me and Kody. And I thought that was interesting because Kody knows he doesn't want to be anywhere near around Christine or David unless TLC is paying for it. And you see how he was trying to get a dinner out of them, right?
Hmm.
So my thing is that Kody wants to be this person to like, oh yeah, he needs to control everything. And the only reason why he would want to go on a guy's trip with David would probably be to bad talk Christine and see if he can get David to bad talk Christine to him so he can go and say, well, I didn't want you. He don't even like you. No man don't want you. That's how stink he is. And so Dan says, it's like I don't think David wants to go, but he has to play nice because of that court order. And that court order is eating up Kody because that's why he's been targeting Christine. And him saying in this episode, she needs to stop comparing her husbands because that's not going to be good. And then next week, Meri saying the same bullshit. See, this is why nobody trusts Meri. Because why are you saying the same thing as Kody? Y'all both know that the only reason why Christine keeps on talking about Kody is because production is asking her that. But thank God she has a husband that can help her process all of the hurt that ramen noodle son of a bitch has inflicted on her, because he'll sit there and he'll listen to everything and he'll help her work through it, because Christine's one of those people that needs to talk. She hasn't had
Right.
company for 26 years with her marriage with Kody, and now she has company. She has somebody to talk to. She has somebody to emotionally support her, to hang off of like a monkey. And you know what? He liked that shit.
He does.
And as quick as their relationship went, I thank God that he's there for her. Because could you imagine her going through this year if she by herself without him?
No.
She look, for all of her faults, for yes, I am also tired of her talking, comparing Kody to David. However, those comparisons help her see what kind of life she had
Hmm.
and what kind of like character flaws she had. She's the first one to come out here and admit, shit, I fucked up. I was wrong. Can you imagine I lived like that? It's all part of a self discovery of who she used to be and who she is allowing herself to become. And I think it's wonderful. I'm never going to criticize her for talking about Kody and David because it's apples and oranges, and honestly she has been very, very lucky, because look at Meri. The only person that she picked up was some homeless vagrant from behind the 7-Eleven, and to pretend that she was having a fake relationship with. Meri needs therapy. Meri needs therapy to figure out which fucking side are you on. Why do you want to be friends with Kody? And then sit down
But
here and say, he can't
you can,
tell me that he is grieving. He can't give that to me anymore to carry as a burden. He can grieve all he wants, but he can't call me with it. Shut up. Jen, come and get your girl and fucking fix her. I don't want to hear her talking bad about any of the OG3. I just don't. Anyway, you go ahead, Jamal.
no, I agree with you 100% because it's just Christine's just quick to own her flaws because she understands like because she remember what she said. She came
Mm-hmm.
in jealous. She came in jealous, and she knew that. That's why she wanted to be the third wife and last wife. So when Robin came
Mm-hmm.
in, I'm not saying jealous, and but she's always admitted that though.
Yep. Always. Always.
And so that's why she owns her mess. And like, this was an issue. I understand that. Which is why she doesn't completely throw Cody under the bus all the time, but she will point out to where he made mistakes because he won't own up to them. That's the main.
Oh.
That's why she keeps bringing it up. Because she will, while she will own her mistakes, Janelle will own her
Mm-hmm.
mistakes, Meri will own their mistakes. He will not own where he went wrong.
No.
Like,
And
it's
when he
always
does, it's not
it's
for
always
real. It's
if
not
I did
genuine.
no.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, if I did that, or but this
Yes.
is why.
Yes, yes, because that's how he ended the like the pseudo apology. If I've done something that's preventing you from happiness, like shut up. You don't have that much power over these women anymore. Sodan says there was so much mental abuse, and when you've been abused like that, you basically have PTSD, sorry, for the rest of your life. I could understand that.
Same.
I Yeah. And then Steven says, I find it hilarious that Kody thought that his thoughts about potential partners were relevant. Right. Oh my God. Um, Wendy says, losing her child, Janelle has no F's to give anymore. She's done with their foolishness. Yep. Kody that had the balls to be around another man on a double date. He's a coward. Ramen noodles. What isn't that what like the top of his head? Like I had me some noodles today, and it really did look, even the color looked like his ramen noodle. But my ramen noodles were a little bit thicker. He has very fine hair. Mine were a little bit thicker. Ryan says Kody is big mad about that child support case, which is why he keeps bad mouthing Christine. Yep. Sarah Fraser says that she thinks, based upon his earnings, because she said that they renegotiated their contracts, and she believes that Kody's getting paid all this money. I don't think he's getting paid more than and honestly, I wouldn't pay him or Robin more. I would
No,
give the OG3 more because they actually give content, and we don't get anything from Robin and Kody. I would pay them less. And then she said, based on their renewed contracts and the housing transactions that he's been making and the sale of Coyote Pass, she feels that he would have had to produce financial documents, including all of those transactions. And she thinks that he's paying anywhere from $5,000 to $8,000 a month, and he would have to do retroactive payments.
hmm
So, and he's stuck with payments until that child is probably 18, or if she goes to university, depending on the state, he's got to pay for her.
hmm
And it's probably killing him every month that he has to write that check or send the
right.
transfer. And it's probably killing Robin even more because that's her dolly money.
Exactly, or in her art money too,
Oh my
and
gosh,
her
she needs to
and her
stop.
David Yerman money.
Oh Lord, and maybe that's why he got her those little dinkety donk pieces because he couldn't afford anything bigger. Anyway, that's so bad of me. So Dunn says Meri loved it when they were talking about the way she backed into Kody when they were moving her stuff. She was blushing. Um, I didn't think Meri was very genuine during that part. I really didn't. Um, I wonder if Kody and his best friend, that cross-eyed fella, the guy with the cock eye, Nathan.
Nathan.
I wonder if they planned that for Meri. Because Kody swears he's a producer on this show. I wonder if they planned that for Meri. Now, I was looking at Robin's face, and Robin didn't look too pleased about it. But she was like, okay, whatever. What did you think about Janelle saying that a lot of people try to pin the blame on Robin? She's not necessarily innocent. It takes two. And he has made himself even more villainous to take away some of the blame from her. She doesn't know, but it's just her opinion. Um, she feels like he wants to focus on himself, not so much on, like, he wants them to focus on him and not so much Robin. Um, there are a lot of accusations being thrown around that Robin, broke up the family and that Robin never wanted a plural family, and she doesn't think so, meaning Janelle. Janelle says that Robin was very much a part of what they were trying to build. Janelle doesn't remember Kody being this mean. The rewriting of history and trying to hurt people. Janelle feels it's a smokescreen. What do you think about that?
I think the way she looks at it, what she's saying is that while basically what she's saying, Robin played a part in the demise of the family, but she's not
Mm-hmm.
the sole reason. But Cody refuses to acknowledge that Robin has any fault in the
Mm.
downfall of the family. That's
Mm-hmm.
the way I took it, and I agree with her on that.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
because like you said, everybody played a part. You're five adults, you all play a part in this. But the fact that Cody refuses to acknowledge any fault in Robin, like if you look at him,
Mm.
he points the finger at all the other wives and a little bit of himself, but never at Robin.
Yeah. Yeah. He's always trying to protect her. But what about protecting the rest of your family, your children, anything? What
But he
makes
don't
her
care about
so
them though.
special? And that can't work. If you have 18 of your spermazoa walking around out there, you like, shut up. He just makes no fucking sense to me. Steven says, yes, I would like full coverage of the child support case, please. Uh, well, unfortunately, Steven, this case was closed. It was not closed, it was
Settled,
sealed.
right?
It was sealed. Well, it was settled, but
Oh,
it was also sealed while it was going on because of truly being a minor. Utah seals all cases regarding minors, but it was settled, and a settlement was made. So um, this is one of the few things that I agree with Sarah on. I say $5,000 to $10,000 per month, because you want to be a celebrity on the people's TV acting an ass. Well, start paying like a celebrity acting an ass. Meri needs Jen as much as Christine needs David. Yes, she does. Wait, y'all can't second and third it. We can't. We don't know nothing about it. We just know it's done, and she should be receiving her check. Maybe if Meri ever finds true love, she will know what it's like for Christine to compare and talk about it. No, because Meri gonna sit there and keep it all to herself or only talk to Jen. Um, you know what I hope for Meri? I hope Meri does write that book that pile of gibberish, that the secrets that she's been keeping, and I hope she gets paid well for it. And then I hope she gets caught in all of the lies that she has written in it. That's my wish for Meri, because I'm done extending an olive branch to Meri when she's always biting the hand that feeds her. Because Janelle and Christine have been very gracious to her and supporting her, even though she doesn't deserve it. And this is what I believe Christine sees with her. She cannot be trusted. Girl, go on and buy. Um, Stop ruining ramen noodles, comparing them to. Oh, I'm still gonna eat them. I'm still gonna eat them. Put enough pepper sauce on them. I'll eat them. Kody has that house equity, so there's some back child support money somewhere. Yeah. You can't be living in a $2.1 million home and not be paying child support in the thousands of dollars every month. You just can't.
Exactly.
Because the judge in Utah is going to want to keep Truly in the same lifestyle that your other kids are in, living in the $2.1 million home. There you go. Finally home. Hi, Tracy. You made it in one piece. Yay. I think in time, Robin's girls are going to reach out to the other kids. I think in time, they're going to become strippers. That's my thought on those two. Bummer
Well,
on the
Vegas
sealed
isn't
document.
that far.
I know. I'll keep my big nose out of it. Aww.
I mean, it makes sense that it's
Christine.
sealed because it's just Truly's a minor, so that makes sense.
Okay. Hi, Nicole. Nicole says Christine filed mid-September. Kody countersued late October. So again, timing is everything. He is so upset at Christine during this one-on-one filming. And my thing is, what does he have to be upset at Christine about for this season? Think about it. Nothing. But he's venomous towards her. Meri backpedals. She sure enough do. I hope she backpedals straight off a cliff. Not really, but you know what I mean. Like maybe fall down a ravine. I don't know. I'm just tired of her. She always does it, and she always picks the wrong side. And especially when
Always.
these two, Janelle has been nothing but gracious to you this season, trying to help your dumb ass get more than the 0.02% that you was gonna get of Coyote Pass because you thought Kody was gonna be a gentleman. Fuck that shit. And then Christine standing up there during the one-on-one and saying how Kody was treating her during the moving thing was disrespectful and disregarding the 3 decades that they had together. And Christine called it out, all of his boo-boo kitty tears when he was at her house and finally moving her up there was part of a master manipulation that he's been running on Meri for decades, for fucking decades. And your dumb self standing up there saying, I didn't know what to make of it. Shut up. Shut up. You were secretly doing internal cartwheels. Oh my God, he cried at me. That's exactly what you was thinking, Meri, because you like being a fucking yo-yo. Oh, she's annoying.
That's the thing with Mary.
So sorry.
Mary always starts off as strong, but okay, she's finally getting it. Okay, you know what our problem is? Well, okay, my problem is I always have hope for Mary. Always.
I'm done having
Yeah, I
hope for her.
understand. What?
Thank you. Yes, please hit the like
Because think about
button.
this. Christine stood up more for Mary than Mary stood up for herself.
She did. She did. Like, I want Jen to drive her foot up Mary's ass for her behavior on this show.
I wish they had Jenna to tell all.
First of all, I think she should drive her foot up her ass for dressing the way how she did. Meri always looks like, I don't know, some sort of gorilla strolling through the zoo enclosure. Do you ever notice how Meri walks? She's got a slight pigeon toe and she clomps her 2 feet, just clomping all over the place. She doesn't know how to walk like a lady. And she just dresses like, I don't even know. I'm not telling her to dress like a slut, but like, you're in Sedona. What are you doing wearing that stupid sweater? And Janelle, you know how I love me some Janelle. Janelle, I'm gonna need you to throw away those pedal pushers. I'm gonna need you to throw away them pedal pushers and either get a skirt or a proper pair of trousers and like make yourself look more together. Like Christine's trying,
Right.
although that god awful color on that suit was hideous and it wasn't tailored
No.
properly, but at least she is trying. Like, look at Suki. Suki is dressed very professionally. All of her pinstripes are lining up. She's got it tailored to her bosoms. And then you got, Meri rolling in like a dust bunny. And Janelle, I love you, Janelle. I swear to God, I love you. Yes, Lady Sasquatch. That's what she do look like. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, it's just crazy. I want them to dress better. I really do. He moved her up to Utah for the cameras, and Meri was dumb enough to fall for it. Yep. He wanted an Emmy for that performance. Nope, he's not getting one. Meri will take any attention from him, good or bad. It's sad to see. Yep, she needs to start thinking better of herself. That's what he doesn't. Wait, that's what he doesn't. That's what he doesn't like. That's why he doesn't like Christine so much, because she knows him like the back of her hand. So done. I really thought I was having a stroke trying to read this. Don't do that to me. I love you. Nobody likes being a yo-yo. Sometimes that's all you know when that's the love you received. Wow.
That's really good, though.
Just being me. Thank you. Thank you. That is very interesting. Well, Jen need to cut the yo-yo string, though. For real. But that really makes sense. Thank you. Yes, my lady Sasquatch. Janelle is a farmer now. Leave her pedal pushers alone. I think I just showed my age when I said pedal pushers. But sorry, she needs to stop because she wore them same pedal pushers to the in black. She's like me. She buys one thing that fits her and buys it in multiple colors. So she wore that to the military funeral. The pedal pushers cut off Janelle's leg at the wrong point. She could wear a longer crop pant. Yes, like an ankle cut. Oh my God. It was just like, I'm so sorry, but I love Janelle. She's my favorite, but come on now. I need to whip you together. My chat keeps being weird. I apologize if I've missed any comments. That's okay. I'm sorry. Have you put the chat, have you moved it to live chat instead of top chat? Same, Stephen. I'm missing some. You are? Change your chat to live chat at the top. It's nice to meet you. Oh, look at that. We welcoming everybody here in the tribe. Hold on. Let me see if there's anything else that was pissing me off in this episode. That's what she asked if she wanted to be friends. Then she's asking Meri about how she's getting along with Kody. I don't care. Christine and David. They were talking about how meeting Kody and Robin for the first time. Christine says she thought that they handled it well, but it was awkward. And that's understandable. And she said, I think she mentioned something about like what she whispered to Meri about it being better on the other side. I think Meri took that as well as can be expected, considering that they're not really friends. Right. But Meri, that's your fault. So suck it up. Kody was saying he was gonna punch his best friend Nathan in the throat or something like that. Shut up! You planned it with him, bitch. Um, when Suki asked Robin if the backing into the crotch thing was disrespectful to her, why, like, her looking up and fluttering those fake eyelashes was really annoying to me. And I said, she doesn't know, then why are you here?
Exactly.
Um, but then she goes, that was the banter between Kody and Meri. It was very normal. And that, them behaving like that was her fave. But you also saw him treating her like
Right.
dirt. And you ain't do nothing but kept you coordinated with him to string that woman along so that you could continue to have access to her finances. And she was dumb as a box of rocks, well shaken to be, buying that bullshit from you and Kody. Oh my God. Okay, so when they asked Christine about the favorite ex-wife comment that Kody made about Meri, Christine says the comment was tacky. And then David slipped in that it was disrespectful. Christine wants to know, why does he always have to have favorites? David says plural wives and favorites don't go together. Now, here's the thing. No, it was Christine that said he was an asshole and the comment was disrespectful. Sorry. David said that plural wives and favorites don't go together. Christine wants to know, why does he always have to have favorites? So that y'all are always fighting each other to get to the top. He wants women fighting over him because he's a narcissist. I wonder how that's going to work out when all you've got is Robin and she's tired of you already.
She planning the divorce. She is planning the divorce. I don't care what nobody says.
Yep. Meri thinks that the comment was hilarious. He's trying to be fun with it. Was he trying to be fun with it when he was like doing all that bad stuff to you? Like, he was angry because you got an abandonment clause, not clause. The reason for the spiritual release was as abandonment. Was he being fun about it then? Meri, wise up. Stop accepting scraps. She irritates me. And then she's like, he doesn't get to experience her anymore. She was the real Meri and he wasn't there. Shut up, girl. Because you talking in the past as much as Christine is, but the problem is that you're not getting healed from it like how Christine is. Janelle says that Meri's loyal. And Kody likes to bring up the catfish thing. Well, he does that to hurt Meri.
Exactly. That's the only reason he brings it up.
Mm-hmm. And she makes a point to say, like, how they were at 25, and all of the pressures that they had of raising a family with very little money and all of the personalities. It's really hard to compare who we were then and like to who y'all are now. The relationships developed with Kody 2.0, and Janelle says that if she were married to Kody as he is now, it'd be a very different relationship. Let's see. Oh, they're asking Kody about. I don't want to hear about the catfish. I don't care anymore. Robin says she doesn't know. It's irrelevant. Meri is surprised by his reaction. She's asking about his reaction at the house when he moved her. Nobody cares. Christine says that his reaction to crying was it made her mad. It was disgusting, and he needs to turn a mirror on himself. She talks about how he picked favorites. And then he tried to pretend that it was all on the women. You can't do that. It's just playing a game with Meri's heart. He's been stringing her along for years, then turn around and done this, like his little performance of crying at the Parawan house. She said it's disrespectful and rude. Christine is calling a thing a thing. And Meri, I wonder if you only watch certain parts of these shows. And honestly, you need to just stop watching the show alone to make your judgments and actually deal with people on a one-on-one basis with Jen as your seeing-eyed companion, your emotional guide, so that she can translate for you who are the people who really have your back and those that don't, because you honestly are not equipped to get through this life on your own. That's how I feel about Meri. My God. And Christine also goes off about walking down the aisle, how that joke that he made, she said that that's an honorable role. And no, you broke her heart over and over and over again. You don't get to do that. She's embarrassed for Kody to say when he says stuff like that. Good for you, Christine. Then Meri gives herself away. Meri says that her and Kody had a conversation a couple weeks ago and talking about the grieving bullshit. Whatever. He probably gave you instructions that you're doing right now. Kody says he doesn't need to reconcile with Meri, and that this is okay. So did you understand what he was saying with regards to gaslighting? He says that people have opinions. It's already established whether who their opinions on each of them. He says that they're going to gaslight him about what he has said, but they still believe their own bias, and he has his own bias. See, if he would stop talking in parables, he could almost make sense. He could almost make sense.
That'll be too much like right.
And I kind of get what he was saying, but then no, it just fell off the cliff for me. It honestly did. I don't want to get that. Oh, Christine outed them. Gwen's party. Kody and Robin had said they weren't coming, but when they found out that the film crew was going to be there, they decided to turn up on the day, which then threw everything off. And that's probably why Gwen got mad at Christine. I don't know why she didn't get mad at her daddy, but got mad at Christine for what happened, because the party was supposed to be about her and her fiance, and it turned into a whole drama with the meeting of Christine, David, Kody, and Robin. But in all actuality, Gwen, I was not interested in seeing your party and people getting tattooed. Period.
Agreed.
That is just my opinion. It would have been boring for me. So thank you, but no thank you. Robin up on her high horse, saying giving us the rules of divorce and how you that you'll be sharing a life and sharing kids. Really? That man disowned all his kids for you. She defends Kody's complexion. I don't care what Meri says. What else happened here?
Nothing that I can think of. I think we
Mm,
hit everything based on what interested me.
everybody's getting up in arms that Christine says in the future she would consider going on a double date. But right now she has a lot of nervousness being around Kody. There was nothing wrong in that statement.
Nothing.
She gave a very politically correct statement that would be approved by the court. I saw nothing. The people are jumping on her for that because she talked about Kody, how he was treating Meri, and then says that she'll have a double date with him in the future. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And she said it very vaguely too. What did she say? She said the possibility. She would consider. Sorry, she would consider going. She would think about it. I don't mean that she gonna do it. Um, Kody keeps on stressing that he has a very good relationship with Meri. He is still not talking with Christine. Um, and Janelle, he didn't mention Janelle, did he?
No.
I don't think so. Um, I'm not gonna say all of the curse words that I said here, but okay. Um, oh, and his staring competition was so stupid, but I'm so glad that Suki called him a big baby. And that was it, y'all. That was episode 2. How many? We have 2 more episodes for the tell
I
all.
believe so. For what I've been hearing, it's just 4 episodes.
Okay. So far, 1 and 2 have been really good. Do you think 3 is going to drop the ball?
Yeah, because they all can't be bangers. That's why.
But they could be bangers with this new production company.
I mean, it could be.
Well, we shall see. We shall see. Um, okay, so tonight, Jamal, are you gonna watch Tammy and then the new 1,000-pound
Rumi,
roommate thing
yes.
that's coming on? Okay. I'm gonna try to watch them as well. This should be quite interesting.
Uh,
What are y'all saying in here? Oh, I let the chat get
hey,
away from
hey,
me.
that's I gotta go. We're gonna check on moms, but I will see you guys
Mhm.
tomorrow.
Okay, guys. You drop off and I'll
All
close
right,
off the
thank you.
show. Alrighty. Guys, all right. Just pay attention to the channel and see what we schedule. Subject to work schedules. We'll try to do, well, for sure, we're going to do Tammy and the sisters. And then we will try to fit in the 1,000-pound roommates. But I don't have much hope for that. Hey, Sarf 2. I don't have much hope for that. I feel it's going to annoy me. I don't know about the rest of you, but I think it's going to annoy me. Kody thinks he's intimidating somebody. That is true. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us today, and we will see you next time.